Hello viewers, welcome to Let's Talk Rallying, and this is the first vlog I'm posting. So let's discuss the past week in the world of rally. Last weekend was the time when the fourth round of this year's European Rally Championship took place, and that was Czech Rally Barum, or as the locals call it, Barumka. I've been there to that rally, and that was the first time I visited Czech Republic for Barumka Rally in 12 years, and I must tell you, they've evolved. It was always a very fine addition to the European Rally Championship, but this year they've really exceeded my expectations. This is a brilliant rally organized by fans of rallying, so it's natural that fans like me find it very interesting. The access to the stages was brilliant, the parking places were brilliant, there was a lot of space to stand by the stage to watch the rally, so it was really a nice thing to do, a nice way to spend the weekend. What I'm aiming at to say is that European Rally Championship, in case of Barumka, was also a huge sport challenge because, first of all, we all know that Barumka is a very specific rally. Local drivers with their local knowledge are always very strong. Still, the fate of this rally, the winner of this rally, was unknown till the very last stage. And it was not just the fight for the victory, it was also the fight for the positions down the order that we had to wait till the end of the rally to figure them all out. And this, for me, is an advantage of ERC over WRC. So the fact that each of the ERC rally can be won by 4 or 5 drivers and there are 15 guys who can fight for the podium positions is really making ERC a very interesting series to watch. Now the next rally in this series is the Azores rally, but later we will also go to Hungary, and before then we will go to FAF or FAFE. Rally FAFE, so Portuguese gravel rally, which will feature 200 kilometers of special stages divided into 16 of them each day of the rally. So Saturday and Sunday will feature 8 stages, and on Sunday one of them will be the famous FAF, the famous stage with the iconic FAFE jump that is best known from WRC. There will also again be a lot of drivers that want to win that rally. For example, Efren Larena and Sara Fernandez. They are competing not just in the ERC, they are also competing in the Michelin Talent Factory, so that's sort of a challenge for junior drivers in R5 Rally 2 cars. Efren Larena and Sara Fernandez were leading that Michelin challenge before Barumka, and they were actually passed by a Polish team of Miko Marczyk and Szymon Gospodarczyk, who got 5th place in Barumka, which is a huge achievement considering that that was their first ever Barum start, proper Barum start. They've been there 2 years ago, but they've only managed to finish the first 3 stages. And now Efren Larena and Sara Fernandez will have the high ground. They are at home, well, almost at home, they are Spanish, but close to home, so they will probably have the higher ground. I hope that Miko and Szymon will keep in the fight, and as I'm Paul, I also hope that they will eventually get a better of it, but we'll see. Let's wait for the rally. Now, another subject that is actually sort of a bomb from the last weekend is the fact that Teemu Suninen splits with M-Sport. After 4 years of being part of the M-Sport team, Teemu Suninen leaves the team probably because he will not be part of the main lineup for Puma Rally 1 for next year new WRC hybrid era. Teemu was probably counting on becoming one of the main M-Sport drivers, but I would also think that the fact that more and more rallies in the current WRC car were given to Adrian Fourmeau also had something to do with that, and I would even think that Adrian Fourmeau was meant to take the Fiesta WRC for Rally Finland, so the home event of Teemu Suninen. I wouldn't let that happen if I was in Teemu's spot, and I think that that might probably be the reason why Teemu actually leaves M-Sport. Now, that is a shame, but unfortunately M-Sport in the past few years is in the position where they have to seek for paid drivers such as Gus Greensmith or Adrian Fourmeau. I hope it will change in the future, as M-Sport is a great team and I'm always cheering up for them. Now, In the spot left by Teemu Suninen, a new driver has joined M-Sport, and that is Nikolai Grazin, a Russian driver, very fast, very young driver. I've actually got to meet him at the Barum Rally last weekend, and he told me that he decided to take the Fiesta as it is a faster car on tarmac, and Polo is no longer being developed, so Fiesta is a natural choice to go to. I didn't ask him about the possibility of joining the main WRC Rally 1 lineup in the next season of WRC, but that probably is something that is working on his mind. How will it all go? We'll see in the future. For now, we know that Gryazin will compete in the WRC Fiesta, WRC2 Fiesta made by M-Sport in the nearest Rally of Gods in Acropolis. From Greece, the WRC circus will move to Finland for the absolute classic of Rally Finland. Rally Finland that got its new sponsor, and that is Secto Automotive. Secto Automotive Rally Finland, that's the full name of this year's rally, is going to be a very special event, as that is going to be the 70th Rally Finland. I am waiting for that rally, and I really think that that's one of the most spectacular rallies there are in the championship. I've had the chance to be there in 2018, and that is one of the nicest memories I have from my WRC trips. In Finland, we will also see more than 4 Toyota Yaris WRC cars. Toyota Gazoo Racing is based in Jyväskylä, so at the very same city that is hosting the rally, so it's not a surprise that they want to have a strong lineup. Alongside the 3 main drivers and Takamoto Katsuta in the 4th Yaris, we will see an ex-Toyota driver, Esa-Pekka Lappi, along with Jan Efferm in the 5th Yaris. They have their own sponsors, but the car will be prepared by Toyota Gazoo mechanics, and AP is definitely counting on a huge result. May I remind you that in 2017, Esa-Pekka's first and so far only WRC win was in Finland in a Gazoo Racing Yaris. So he's hoping for a good result, and he's hoping to make a mark that will let him stay in Toyota for 2022 as the main driver, probably sharing the 3rd car with current reigning champion Seb Ogier, who hasn't yet given us the answer on how many rallies he wants to do in 2022. We are still waiting for that. And just to sum up the Finnish entry list, we will see Teemu Suninen on Rally Finland. He will be driving in WRC2 VW Polo, so he's probably swapping places with Grazin. Not exactly though, because the Polo that Suninen will be using in Rally Finland is that very same car that gave EP his maiden year win this year in Arctic Rally Finland WRC2 category. The final news I have for you from Rally Finland is the 3rd Hyundai i20 WRC will be driven by Craig Breen alongside Paul Nagel. So that's it for Rally Finland. Let's carry on. Now, last time out, WRC was in Belgium, and that was not the best rally for Toyota Gazoo Racing. A lot of people said that this weaker pace on asphalt may be a problem for Toyota. That is actually a large problem, since out of 4 rallies that are still to go, 2 of them are on tarmac, and that is Catalonia and Rally Japan, which is very important, of course, for obvious reasons for Toyota. Sébastien Ogier is calming down the noise, the whole rumor about Toyota being weak on tarmac. Now, the reason why they underperformed in Belgium was probably mainly because Belgium tarmac is very specific. So Ogier is calm about that. He's pretty confident that Toyota will regain their pace in the following rallies. So the final thing I want to discuss in this very first vlog here on Let's Talk Rallying is Sebastian Loeb. More and more rumors say that Seb is about to return to the main WRC class, to the Rally 1 car of M-Sport, to Puma Rally 1. And there are some journalists that think that it's not a good idea, that he will be tearing his legend apart, that it's not necessary. But let me tell you this, my opinion on this is that Seb has done something that no one else has ever done in rallying. He won 9 championship titles in a row. He was he is the ultimate best driver the sport has ever had. And despite not being active, sort of, since 2013, he is still incredibly quick, which he had proven both in Catalonia 2018 by winning the rally in a supposedly undrivable C3 WRC, and when he got his podium in Turkey in I-20. And I think that on both of those occasions, Leb proved that he's still capable of great things. And I want to see him because he's part of what my running experience is all about. I remember the first ever WRC round I've had the chance to spectate was 2002 Rally Germany, so his first official win. And despite never being his huge fan, he was never #1 driver for me. I can't underestimate how big of a deal it is for Leb to actually still participate in WRC. What are your thoughts on this, and what are your thoughts on other things I've discussed today? Be sure to write that in the comment section. And if you like what you're seeing, what you're listening to, be sure to subscribe, click the thumbs up, and click the notification button so that you don't miss the next vlog in the next week. See you next time.